Parish armed robbery has been identified. Earlier today, officials released this video from Saturday. This is of a robbery at a convenience store. Now, this is a bizarre update here. The sheriff's office says that he is 51-year-old Robert REAHMS. Now,
Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor, guys. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. Let's get to it.
we first told you about REAHMS yesterday. He was killed by a homeowner after he allegedly broke into her house just 8 hours after that armed robbery. Officials say he also committed a carjacking shortly before his death.
A Louisiana mom shot a man dead after he broke into her house while she was at home with her 2 young children. The suspect, Robert REAHMS, allegedly broke into the home on Klein Road in Tangipahoa Parish, armed with a shovel and a lug wrench in the early hours.
Use reasonable force to protect themselves.
Chief Jimmy Travis with the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office says 51-year-old Robert REAHMS broke into the woman's home while she and her 2 young kids were asleep.
Entered the residence with a covering over his face, armed with a lug wrench and a shovel.
Okay, hold up, people. Stop the press. We're just going to have to stop for a second right there. What happened to the gun? This is the same guy who ran up in that convenience store. He had a gun. This story sounds kind of crackish to me. It just has a crack-like feel to me, and I'm going to tell you why in just 1 second. But what happened to the gun that this guy had when he ran up into the convenience store? Now, I haven't got a picture. Look at this picture. I'm going to put a picture up here. Look at this picture. The place where he ran into this and tried to commit this crime against this woman, it's in a trailer park. There's not, they don't have anything. This is a really poor community, I must say. I'm not trying, it's a really poor community, right? So it's not like they have anything of value inside that trailer home. So was he there to try to commit a sexual assault? Because all he had in his hand was a lug wrench and a shovel. So that's why I'm saying this story sounds crackish to me. So let's get back into it and let's see what happened.
It happened early Sunday morning at the Hillside Mobile Home Park on Klein Road, just outside of Hammond.
It's incumbent upon the homeowner or person to use reasonable force to protect themselves.
Chief Jimmy Travis with the Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office says 51-year-old Robert REAHMS broke into the woman's home while she and her 2 young kids were asleep.
Entered the residence with a covering over his face, armed with a lug wrench and a shovel.
Travis says REAHMS walked past one child sleeping on the couch, then went into the mother's bedroom. After a scuffle, the mom grabbed a gun and shot REAHMS in the upper thigh.
Subsequently hit a femoral artery and he bled out on scene.
Just hours before the shooting, Travis says REAHMS attempted to carjack a man who was giving him a ride. Travis says REAHMS was also out on parole for a 2001 armed robbery conviction. He served about 20 years before being released last March. He had 2 felony convictions before that, one for drugs, another for theft.
This incident fits the Louisiana laws when it pertains to justifiable homicide.
Okay, people, we back. A couple things come to mind. Excuse me, when I listen to this story. This brother right here was in jail for 20 years, right? For 20 years he sat in jail. And that's why I said this story has a crack feel to me. And it says something about the rehabilitation that's going on within our jail systems, which is none, apparently, because this brother sat in jail for 20 years. He gets out. He's only been out, what, maybe 9 months? And he's already dead because he's running around doing, this is like a crack job. You know what I mean? He ran into how much money could that store have? He ran up in there with that gun, robbed that convenience store, and then days later, he's carjacking people, and then he's at that trailer park. You seen the trailer park, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no money in that trailer park. Leads me to believe that maybe he was in there, he probably got high or something, tripped out, I don't know, man, but it just seems like a crack feel to me. And this brother spent 20 years in jail, and the first thing he get out, and he just jumps off the porch like a crash test dummy. But he's gone now, you know what I'm saying? Home invasion, you know what I'm saying? That woman fought back to protect her kids. Wasn't no money in that house, so was he trying to sexual assault this lady? We don't know what he was trying to do. But whatever he tried to do, he crash test. It was a crash test, you know what I mean? Like just straight jumped off the porch. What really messes me up in my mind, 20 years, man, they ain't doing nothing with these people that go to jail, man, especially these people who have, I think this brother's a crackhead. I just hate to say it, you know what I mean? Just you know, he get out of jail. He done spent 20 years. He probably went back to his neighborhood thinking that everything the same, thinking he can just go revisit the same corners, be in the same corners, do the same stuff he did 20 years ago. Nah, it's gone. Most of them neighborhoods have been gentrified anyway. He get out thinking he can do the same stuff. Now, you know what I mean? 20 years though. I mean, didn't you have any kind of aspirations while you sat in jail to think about how you was going to better your life? But you 51 years old. You should have known better, brother. Rowdy Nation TV. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. We out.